Hello there, folks. It's Tyson again with you to share another wonderful learning resource. This one was shared with us by one of the homeschool parents, so we thought we would pass it on to you with a little explanation and more detail. It's called abcYA, and it's a very simple web address, abcYA.com. And you see that this one follows Common Core standards. So those are the US curriculum outcomes, which will be a little bit different than the Manitoba outcomes, but it's no big deal because they are similar and you can use a different feature on this site to look for the particular skill or outcome that you want your student to be working on. So if we look at the main site here, we've got pre-K all the way up to grade 6 plus and coloring pages and videos as well. Very nice. So let's have a look at grade 3, for example. If you look at the grade level, they've got it grouped with 5 different categories of games here. And let's check out the ABC letters area. So we've got third grade word games. We've got a whole bunch of options here. And of course, you see in the top corner of each game, it gives you an indication of the grade levels that these are intended for. Let's check out Dungeon Dash. So we've got the game. It's going to load for a moment here, and we have an explanation or instructions of how to play the game here, and even similar games at the bottom. Now, the really cool thing about this is that if you are registered, you can get a free subscription. You can get a paid subscription. It's about $10 a month. I think it's probably $10 US. But if you've got an account, you can actually add it to favorite games, so it'll be easy for your student to find. And what's even better is that it tells you about the different standards that this game meets. So let's check that out here. And again, these are US standards, but if we have a look, this is going to help your student recognize and name all upper and lowercase letters of the alphabet. So you know exactly what the goal is of this game, and your student can have a little bit of fun learning that way. Let's go back to the home page and check out some of the other options here. Let's check out some grade 4 number games. Okay, grade 4 math games here, and the same sort of thing. So we've got the game loading, some instructions down here, add to favorites, and let's check out the standards for this one. Okay, we've got 3 different ones. Ooh, so we're explaining about equivalent fractions with this one. We are using addition and subtraction of fractions. Very good stuff. And decomposing a fraction into a sum of fractions. Okay, pretty cool. Right on. So it's really nice to be able to know what the outcomes are with the games that the students are playing, and that way you can make sure that you're covering all the bases that you're looking for. So rather than just looking game by game, I'll show you another way to use it so you can think of the standard or the skill that you want your students to work on and find games that way. So we've clicked on the Common Core standards at the top here, and we can sort by standard or by game. And let's have a look by standards here. So let's say I've got a grade 2 student. I'm going to see, and let's see what I want them to learn in English language arts. Great. So we've got all these different categories here. Foundational skills for reading, informational text reading, speaking and listening, and writing. So let's check out writing and see what we can find here. Ah, nice. So we've got some of these different skills. Let's see what they can do as far as opinion pieces, where they're introducing a topic of a book. Nice. So we've got a few different games here to choose from. A story maker, that can be a fun one. So we've got, again, instructions. You've got your standards. You can add to your favorites here, and all kinds of different cool things to do. Whoa. Right on. So this is going to help them with their typing skills. That's another kind of bonus by doing these online games, is that your student is going to learn automatically how to type better. Of course, they're going to learn how to read and navigate the site. Let's go back and see some other options for different areas. Let's check out grade 5 math. Okay, so we have measurement and data, number and operations for fractions, and number and operations in base 10, operations and algebraic thinking. So that's similar to the way that the Manitoba curriculum is organized. And I know I've had some folks asking about fractions, so let's check this out. We've got a few different options here, different ways of using fractions, and a great way for students to investigate those different areas. Let's talk about multiplying a given number by a fraction greater than 1. Okay, so we've got another game to go with that. Here's another cool thing is that if you don't want to spend the time searching by grade or by subject, if you want to find a game that's going to work on a particular area, let's say we have a student who needs some help with graphs. I'm going to type in graphs in the search box here, and then you know that it's worked if you've got the X there showing that it's searched for you. And let's see, grade 3, math, measurement and data. And here we go, draw a scaled picture graph and a scaled bar graph. Oh, no games in that area. Too bad. Let's see what we've got for grade 4 here. Grade 4, ELA. Interpret information presented visually, orally, or quantitatively in charts or graphs. Great. So this can help us. Ah, we're really falling short here. Let's see what we've got in grade 5, math, geometry. Oh boy, this is not such a great example here. Too bad. Let's check something else here. We've talked about fractions. Let's see what we can find with decimals. Grade 4, math, measurement and data. Oh, here we go. Okay, compare two decimals to hundredths. So we've got some games for that. Here's another one. Use decimal notation for fractions with denominators 10 or 100. And we've got some games for that too. So you know what? You're not always going to find what you're looking for, but if you take a moment searching this way, that should work out all right. Let's check out, let's see what we have for spelling. Let's look at some grade 2 spelling, ELA, language. Okay, capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. Okay, we've got some games for that too. Right on. So this is a really nice way to search and find what you're looking for. There's also a section for parents and teachers. There are some blog entries with ideas about different ways you can teach or work with your students. You've got the standards that you can look at, about, and you can also respond to them. So some great options here. Hopefully you found this useful, and I look forward to chatting with you next time we've got another resource for you.